If your GFCI keeps tripping and you're thinking about removing it, stop for 60 seconds. A GFCI isn't there to protect your lights, it's there to protect you. I want to show you something real. I spent some time going through Facebook groups and Reddit threads, and these are some actual comments I got from people who removed their GFCIs. I removed their names to, protect the innocent. And I get why this happens. GFCIs trip, especially outdoors, and when someone just wants their lights to stay on, removing the GFCI feels like the fix. But here's the problem. None of those comments explain what protection is being removed. They only talk about convenience. So let's break this down in plain English. A standard circuit breaker has one main job. It protects the wiring in your house. That's all it does, is it protects your home. If too much current flows because of an overload or a short, the breaker trips to keep wires from overheating, starting a fire. Fire bad, burn down house, super bad. That's important. But what a breaker does not do is react fast enough to protect a human body. That's where GFCI protection comes in. A GFCI constantly compares the current leaving on the hot wire with the current actually returning on the neutral. Under normal conditions, these two numbers should match. But if even a tiny amount of current goes missing, sometimes just a few milliamps, the GFCI assumes electricity is flowing somewhere it shouldn't, like through water or through a person. And it shuts off power in milliseconds. This is the part most people don't fully understand. Electricity doesn't just jump out and shock you. A person only gets shocked when they become part of a complete circuit. That means current has to leave one point and return through another. So touching one thing by itself usually isn't the danger. But touching two things, that completes the path. That's when current flows through your body. So outdoors, moisture changes everything. A wet ground, metal housing, damp cords. Suddenly your body can become the easiest path back to ground. And that's exactly what GFCI protection is designed to stop. This is why GFCIs trip around 5 milliamps. That's far below the level where your body loses muscle control or your breathing can be affected. Now, let's talk about breakers for a second. A 20 amp breaker doesn't give each outlet 20 amps. It's not how that works. Everything on that circuit shares the same limit. So when you plug in multiple devices, the load adds together. That's what breakers are watching for, total current, not shock risk. Now, let me show you what proper GFCI protection looks like in the real world. This is my outdoor power distribution setup, fed from an RV style outlet. Inside this setup, I'm using GFCI breakers, not just standard breakers. You'll usually see a test button and a clear labeling that says GFCI. When these trips, it's not because something pulled too much power, it tripped because the current didn't come back the way it left. A breaker protects the system, a GFCI protects the person. One does not replace the other. This is also why GFCIs trip more often outdoors. Moisture, damaged cords, contact with the ground. These are warnings, not failures. And one thing I want to be very clear about, if a GFCI keeps tripping, that's not an inconvenience. That's information. Removing or bypassing GFCI protection does not fix the problem. It just removes the warning. If you're running power outdoors, even temporarily, use GFCI protected outlets, weather-rated cords, and proper connections. Electricity doesn't give second chances, and it does not care about you. If this cleared things up for you, let me know in the comments down below. And if you want more real-world electrical safety breakdowns like this, that's exactly what I do here. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming back to Twinkle Tunes and Lighting. And see you on the next one. Yeah, so don't shock yourself. I mean, we've all been shocked before, but Make shocking videos. Don't make videos of you being shocked. Shock is bad. Firehouse, bad. Fire department, good people, bad to see them at your house. Click these videos. Here, click that one.